Hello. Man, here we are. Let me fix the comment section. Let me check this out real quick. Live and direct. Hello. Oh, what am I doing? Turn this off. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me see something what we got going on here. How are you doing tonight? Okay, so we got sound. Everything is legit. Actually, let me get something real quick. 1 second. We can't start this live without my special ingredient. Where is my special ingredient? Oh, my special ingredient. Oh, fuck, bro. 1 second, guys. Un momento. We are getting back, so y'all can start getting y'all questions together, because I'm definitely going to be answering tonight. Oh, shit, I'm in the car. Okay, so, we already have a super chat already. So what do we have here? The question for tonight. Let me see if I can get. Okay, what are the benefits of serving Legba? That is a good question, because Legba, the benefits of serving Legba can be opportunities that present themselves. Opportunities. When we look at the door, you know what? It's getting hot in here. Let me turn the AC on. I'm going to get back to your question real quick. Hold on to that. Holy smoke, it's hot in here. Maybe it's because I'm in leather and I'm sitting on leather and it's black in here. I got black clothes on. Man, it's hot in here. Mes amis, les chauds. So, what are the benefits of serving Legba? When you serve Legba, they say religiously that he is the first loi that you serve in Vodu, right? Before all other loi is served, he gets served first, because Legba serves a very important role in Vodu, right? His role is to open the way. Now, when we're talking about the Rit Rada, or the rite of Rada, Legba is the go-to man. He makes it so that all the other spirits can come through. Without Legba, listen, we got 21 likes here, right? Excuse me, not 21 likes. We have 21 people tuning in. So I would like for you 21 people to hit that like button, so this thing can move in the algorithm, and jot your questions down and put your comments down, because this moves this video through the algorithm. But Mr. Legba serves a very important role. He is the one that opens the way for all the other spirits to come through. If you're going to do magie, or if you're just trying to do certain things in life, you want your roads open. You want the door of opportunity open. See, the thing about it, Legba can be a very confusing loi, because one moment you have someone that says Legba compre number, yeah, he's at the door, and then you find when you come to America, people associate Legba with the crossroads. I would say this, that we can say it's both, because either way, the symbolism, it can be very confusing, but the symbolism is to represent opportunities presenting itself, moving into another direction. But again, but that's just one facet of looking at it. But on a practical level, when it comes to Maji, he is one of the spirits that you may need in order for you to be successful at doing certain things in the mundane world, as well as Maji, right? This is why you find in Hoodoo tradition that people usually do crossroad work, in order to open up the way for the things that they're doing. So it is very essential that someone has a crossroad spirit in their assembly, So that is a very important thing. Mm. 1 second. Let me see what we got here. Good thing I got the I got the phone close to me so I don't miss the comments whatsoever. Or you know what? And we got hold on. We got So I hope I answered. Okay. For people that want to see the question, that was the question that person asked. What was the benefits of serving Papa Legba? So let me just scroll through here and see what the next question is. Okay. So I see another question here that I'm going to answer. Okay. That's another question that I'm going to answer. Okay. Okay, this is a highlighted question. Does the Intranquil spirit spell affect the person requesting the spell in any way? See, let me say something. Usually, when that happens, either there's something wrong in what's being done, right? If someone is doing an intranquil spirit working, I know people say you should they say that I'm just saying, from what I've read online, a lot of people say, oh, you're supposed to feel certain things, this certain thing's going to happen to you. No, it's not supposed to. If something does happen to you or some bad things start happening your way, that means something you're doing is not right. Something you've done or probably misplaced has caused things to go in a wrong direction. So it's not, it's not, oh, the spell is supposed to work like that. Someone somewhere along the line, you have probably made an error or a mistake. So, by no means is the work supposed to backfire on you, or you're supposed to experience anything when you're basically doing that work. If you are, then I think you need to re-examine what you're doing, or basically go look at what you've done to see if there is a error that you've made. Because really, the person who you do the work on is supposed to feel all of those things. Now, when it backfires, that's when you feel everything. Capiche? So now, what happens when several work okay, hold on. Okay, 1 second. Vacabon Cité, hello. We got a lot of people here. We got a couple of people here tonight. Okay, so now let me see. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see what we have here. Let me see what the questions are on Facebook, because for some reason the Facebook questions are not showing. Okay. So now we have another question here. Okay. Put that one up on a screen for y'all. What happens when several love works are done for one person? Good question. when several works are done on one person, you have to look at it like this. If this doesn't get the person, this will. But in the same token, different works can apply different. Again, it all depends on what you're doing. You can't just do love work, this. Everything has to have a specific effect. When you're doing love work, doing 3 of the same spells is stupid. Truly, all you need is one. Rather than having 3 to 4 of the same ones, all you need is one. Now, I can understand if you do 3 to 4 different jobs that's supposed to affect the person in different ways. I can understand that because it makes more sense. Now the person is being affected in different ways. So now you have a binding spell which restricts them from going certain places. Okay, cool. Now you have an obsession spell. Now you basically this person is obsessed with you. Now you have a control which kind of restricts his anger. So if this person is quick to anger and he is a physically abusive person, you kind of restrict this person. So now this person can't put their hands on you. So having multiple jobs going on at once, you have to make sure that all these multiple jobs are different jobs that have a different effect on the person. But I need to say that because there's people when they do specific jobs, they don't understand that they should mix up the jobs, different type of work. But again, you got to make sure that you know what you're doing, because here comes the problem. If you do a spell and you messed up, then you're going to have to find out where the problem is coming from. And that's a problem at times with doing multiple spells on one target, is that you'll have to find out where the problem is coming from, and that could be that could be a problem, especially if you buried the work or whatever, you stored the work somewhere you have no access to getting it from. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, we have another question. Okay, wow. We have some questions coming in. Okay, we have another question. This is very important. This is a very good question here. Okay. Someone says, how do we get the benefit of a money spell? Ha! Listen, this is one of the spells that I try to really stay away from. You know what? This shit going so good. I'm like, you know what? Do I even need my cell phone for this? You know what? Let me see something. What if I put this on a TV? Maybe I can do TikTok as well as I'm doing this. Hold on. Let's see what we can do here. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see if I can get this on the screen and I can see everything on the screen. Because that way I can get TikTok up in here. Okay, what the hell is going on here? Home. How do I go home? Okay. 1 second, people. 1 second. I'm trying to see something if I can get my. Oh, yes, I can. Live chat. What? Why is this not showing me the chat? Okay, I'm going to get to your question. I just want to see if I could do something a different way. One second. Let me see if I could do something real quick. 29 people watching. Open Q&A. And there's no freaking. Oh, so okay, got you. Okay, connected. Okay, so I see. Okay, so listen, I got the comments coming up on the screen. Okay, so listen, this is very interesting. When it comes to getting the benefits from money magic, a lot of people don't think realistic, right? When it comes to money magic, people think that, oh, I'm going to do this and everything is going to work for me and I don't have to do nothing. This is far from the truth. Listen, there's so much monkey business, macacri, you know what I'm saying? That goes on in the field of magic. I was watching a demonstration in I believe it was in Haiti, but close to the border. Well, I think it was either it was DR in Haiti or Haiti, right? And you had some Vodouisans that was this giving a demonstration of the miraculous power of spirits. Now, these demonstrations were nothing more than magic tricks. When I say magic tricks, it's your typical hocus pocus stuff. This guy had cigarettes, right? And he was acting as if he was making money from the cigarettes, right? He was acting as if he was making money from the cigarettes. He would just twinkle his finger like this, and then basically he would take his hands and then he would do something, and then money would magically appear out of nowhere. Magic trick, pulling money out of his shirt and acting like he just used cigarette bud to make money appear. I remember seeing this another demonstration in Africa. This one guy was acting like he had water. He was making magic out of water in a bucket. Now, he basically put his hands inside a bucket and they basically made it seem like he was pulling money out of nowhere, out of thin air, right? That's one demonstration. Africa. See, where I'm going with this is why I tend to stay away from doing money magic for people. Is that many people use money magic as a way to avoid working hard. You know, if you're going to do money magic, you got to make sure that you're consistent. You got to put out your resumes. You got to put out your applications if you're looking for work. Now, if you're a person if you're self-employed, you want to basically advertise. You know, while you're doing your ritual, you want to make sure that you're doing everything on your end. Prime example. Listen, there's been so many people that have failed in life. Let's just say, I'm going to give you my example, right? Me doing what I'm doing. Last year, I lost a couple of social media accounts because of this bum, this junkie. Well, I'm not going to call him a bum, or well, let's just say this schmuck over here, right? I'm not going to mention his name. He know who he is. You know what I'm saying? He did some fool shit, right? And, you know, accounts magically disappeared. But now, if I'd have stayed complaining, sitting on my behind, I wouldn't be here today. I've just about reached the same number that I was at previously. And how did that happen? That came from me busting my ass, producing content, working. You know what I'm saying? Listen. There's a point in time where there's no phone calls coming in, right? Because nobody had access to my information. You know, basically, my YouTube was down. No calls were coming in from YouTube, I'm talking about, right? Basically, no one knew where to find me. So what did I have to do? I had to wake up, produce content, get my ass on, right? Here it goes. You know, I was in the construction business years ago, right? And I had a business agent, you know, saying an agent that was supposed to supply me with work. I didn't have a car, right? So for me, I was like, I didn't care. They said there was a book that we had to sign in a union hall back in the day in order to be sent out for work. So I didn't have a car. So the business agent was like, he can't put me out to work because I don't have a car, right? But policy is whomever shows their name up eager to work, they're going to put them to work. So what I would do, I would wake up every morning, take the bus, go fill out that paper. I didn't give a fuck. To the point where all they saw was my name in the book. Nobody came to the union hall to sign up like I did. My name completely saturated the union book. I see the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I'm going to get to your question real quick. But listen, I showed up to the point where my name was completely saturating the book. So you got to do what you're supposed to do on your end in order for the stuff to work for you. You can't just be thinking like, oh, I did this spell and nothing happened for me. What have you done? Where have you been? Have you went out and put your ads out? Have you put your resume out there? What have you done? See, magic is not for the weak. It's not for the late. I'm talking about money magic. Money magic is not for the weak. It's not for the lazy. If you're a lazy person, you're not a go-getter, it's not for you. Stay your ass at a 9 to 5, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Stay your ass over there, or probably go to those people over there that want to, that want to lie and blow smoke up your behinds. Because I'm not the type of person that's going to tolerate that. For me, if you're a lazy, weak person, I'm going to tell you, go somewhere else. I don't want your money. I don't need your money. So listen, let me get to this super chat question. Oh, one second. Let's see what we have here. What's the strongest work you've ever done? Huh. I mean, you got to be a little bit more specific. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Roxy, thank you. I appreciate that. I need for you to elaborate. Okay, well, what's the strongest work I've ever done? You didn't give me elaboration as in what category, but I guess I'll answer that. Well, I'm trying to think because there's so many jobs. What is the strongest work that I've ever done? Let me look at the super chat while I'm doing this. This is very interesting. Man, we got a full house. Look at all these comments. Holy smoke. I mean, destruction. I don't do destruction. I mean, I don't want to say too much about the destruction. Let's just play this. Oh, I'll give you a story. I'm going to give you a story of a friend of mine's, right? Again, I've never done black magic a day in my life. I'm just going to give you a story, right? There was a guy in Canada, right? Now, I don't know this guy from a can of paint. Again, let's just say a friend of mine's told me about this story, right? There was a guy who was kidnapped in Canada, right? This had to be about a couple of years ago. He was into a lot of street stuff, right? So this Haitian guy that I know, right? Well, I heard of. He gets a call and they tell him, my husband has been kidnapped. I want to know, what can we do to get revenge? So the Haitian guy says, you know what? I have some spirits from the mountain of the Dominican Republic, right? And we can reach out to those spirits, basically, these spirits are referred to as a Siguapa, but they actually come from Sigayo, which was basically the spirits of dead Tainos, right? So, bam. The wife and the husband, now the husband was kidnapped, but he got returned, but he was beaten real badly. So they make a deal. The husband and the wife get the money together. They send to the Haitian guy, right? Now, work gets done. What they find out is that the boss that orchestrated the kidnapping was found with both of his legs broken, both of his arms broken, and he was stabbed in numerous places, right? And not only that, his mother and father end up passing away within the same year. So now, again, I don't know the people. I'm just telling you a story. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just leave it like that. For me, everybody knows I've never done black magic a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just sharing information for educational purposes, right? So anyway, that story is that, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I hope you were satisfied with my response to your question. Okay, man, we got some questions up in here. Woo! Man, we got some questions up in here. It's been years I've been trying. Oh my god. Have to look at Balco's vintage videos. Okay, man, we got a lot of stuff here. Hold on. 1 second. We got a lot of statements here. Oh. See, this is what I call, this right here is what I call good shit. I did my work, still have access, and that person had a fire and posted pics. This is what I'm talking about. When you're doing work, you want to have access to the person, especially if you're doing revenge work. You know, you're trying to get your retaliation on. You want to make sure that you have access to the target, because when you have access to the target, you know what's going on. See, the worst thing that a person can do is do spiritual work and not have access to their target. Because now what's going to happen? You are going to begin to be like, you know what? I don't see anything happen, because this is the biggest problem ever. Hold on, let me turn the lights on because it seems like it's about to get dark outside. Okay, cool. So listen, one of the biggest problems is that certain people, they do work, but they don't have access to know what's going on. So now they sit there thinking that nothing's going on with the target because they don't see things with their two eyes. And that right there is how you do it. If you're going to work somebody, you're saying you want to make sure you have access to see what's going on with them. If not, it's pointless. And not only that, if you hire someone to do work for you, you're going to get mad because you don't know what's going on. So now you're going to be calling that spiritualist phone up, complaining, saying that, oh, I don't see nothing going on. So yeah, this is a prime example of how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, one thing about me, I make sure I live my life like a spider. I make my web and I just chill. But what is the web for? I want to make sure anyone that comes in and out of my life, I know every detail about them. So that when they fuck up, I know how to address them. I know where to find them. See, too many people allow people into their lives without knowing who they are. So when problems happen, now it's like, oh, I don't know where they live. I don't know who they are. I have no access. So when you find yourself in a situation of deep meeting people, you want to make sure you have all your details about them, because people are very fickle. They can switch up on you any moment. You don't want to be one of those people out here that's allowing people to come in your life and you don't have no details or information about them. Listen, one thing people understand about me on Facebook is that if you don't have a private account, excuse me, if you don't have a profile picture, I'm not adding you. If I don't have no access to, I am not adding you. Because I want to see who you are, just in case. Okay, let me scroll back and see who we got going on, what we got going on here. Man, we got a full house here. Man, we got a full house. Oh, you learned from my videos. Okay, well, I'm glad that you learned from my videos. That's it. I remember this story on an old video. Bokor never changes his story. Real life. I mean, listen, the story I just gave, I'm just saying, I never changed my story because, I mean, exactly. See, that's how you know somebody's a liar. If they listen, y'all been following me for years. And I tell you, sometimes when people ask me questions, I tell y'all the same stories over and over, the same way I told you previously. You know what I'm saying? Years ago, and I'm still telling the same stories because it must be some, some truth to it. Oh my God, yo. Any quirk? I don't understand it, Roxy. I don't understand that. The Intranquil spirit reviews be wild. Oh my God. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay, hold on, hold on. Let me see this here. Not the arm, leg job. Job looked like the Nazi flag when they finished. Oh. Oh, oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about, but that's a whole nother story. Oh, the second this been having. Oh, the second this been the second this been having to have faith in spirit, but I see bees be changing their profile pics. I mean, hey man, does magic work on true believers on Jesus? Who the hell, man? You guys are funny. Oh, I mean, but that's how it be. Big taste. What? Am I correct pronouncing it? Big. Let's say country name. I'll leave it as country name. But yeah, that's how it be. You know what I'm saying? When they start feeling the pressure, that's when they want to change their profile pictures. You know what? I'm about to flip my plugs around because I'm giving y'all too much gold. Let me put some diamonds up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all the diamond look, man. I give you yeah. Let me put some diamonds up in here. Yeah, tried to flip it, put the diamond side up. Mm-hmm. No access, no access, like shooting a gun with your eyes closed. Big bro, exactly. Yeah. Man, I remember Zebite used to call me Big Bro. Big Bro. Where's Zebite at, man? Anybody seen Zebite lately? Does magic work on believers of Jesus? You bet you it does. Listen, you should watch a lot of these Haitian movies. A lot of these Haitian movies, I wish they had them in English, but a lot of these Haitian movies, I mean, listen, a lot of these Haitian Dominican movies, these low budget Haitian Dominican movies, they be giving you low key gems, man. Low key gems. You know what I'm saying? That, you watch those videos, you're going to see that stuff is real. Hell yeah, they be doing magic on people that go to church. That church don't mean nothing. Okay. What's your favorite method or ritual for l'agent magie? What? L'agent magie? Well, listen, I mean, I'm a very simple person. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, they got so many stuff, man. I'll just put it like this. La prière. That's it. La prière. You know what I'm saying? Magie. That's it, man. Mm-hmm. Une oration. Bon la prière. Magie. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You don't need all the rest of this super whatever stuff. Sometimes names is for marketing purposes. But for me, I keep it fairly simple. You know what I'm saying? I do my prayers. You know what I'm saying? I do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You don't got to know all that. You know what I'm saying? There's tons of stuff, man. There's street sweeper rings. There's chains. There's different things, it's like I can't say, my favorite is basically being on point with the spirit. You know what I'm saying? When you serve your spirits, you feed them well. That's the best type of protection and best type of investment that you can make and for your finances. You know what I'm saying? When you're very connected with the spirit. Oh, one second. Mm-hmm. One second. We got people from the live hitting me up. 1 second. Un momento. 1 second. What? Hold on. Somebody's talking me off. Man, hold on. Yes, it is. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, man, we got people over here getting work done. They hit me up for work. Yeah, the administration. Hold on. You know what? I think, of course they calling. You know what I'm saying? I'm listen. One thing I realize on social media is that a lot of people throughout the years have copied a lot of my old content. They just copied my information. Because if you think about it, when it comes to Vodu, right, in modern times, I'm the most influential Haitian mind on the internet right now. When it comes to Vodu, I speak English and I deliver content. I'm not like these what they call them, these divas out here. You go on their channel, there's nothing Vodu there. It's a whole bunch of nonsense, a bunch of political stuff. I don't even know. Listen, I don't even know those people over there. I'm not going to mention their name because I'm not trying to give them clout whatsoever, right? But listen, when it comes to Vodu, I'm the most influential in America, hands down. What other Haitian do you see on multiple social media platforms that's delivering and pulling in the views whatsoever? None else. So a lot of people have taken things that I've said in my past videos, and you've seen these guys run with it, and they make it seem as though it's their information, and it's not. It just regurgitated things that I've said in my past videos. I've been on social media for 8 years. Unfortunately, we had a bum from over there. I'm not going to mention his name, but you go look at his channel, you see what his channel's doing. Absolutely nothing. This guy is absolutely nothing without me, but this guy did what he did, and that kind of ruined the track record of the videos. But good thing we saved the files to have all the videos, and they're basically on the internet. And I want to say one thing to people is that you want to check out the vintage catalog. Type in Haitian Ball called Leonard Elmira's vintage catalog 1 and 2, right? You'll basically have all the access to all the old vintage videos from 2016 all the way up to 2030, 2023. So you got a whole history catalog, not in chronological order. Of course, we had, once again, to reiterate that, a buster from the Georgia area, not going to mention his name. Obviously, he's nobody. He knocked my shit down, but here I am. Within a year, I surpassed him. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to let you know who's the GOAT and who's not. These fake wannabe brujos and fake wannabe whatever divas and all this, irrelevant. Nobody's. So anyway, let me get back to the questions here. Woo! We on fire. Okay, we have another super chat. 1 second. We have another super chat. Got to get to this question here. How come this is not showing up? Okay. Let me wait till this thing get heated up on a screen. Okay. Can you talk about the benefits and your experience working with Bawon Samedi. Bon, I will say this. Bawon Samedi does not get a lot of credit for money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's how we work with Bawon Samedi over here. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people do not associate Bawon in America with l'argent, right? Bawon is this powerful spirit, from my experience, that can definitely bring destruction to one's enemies. And not only that, it can bestow a lot of wealth in a person's life. Now, what you do with that wealth is on you. But what I will say here is that Bawon can bring you money in very funny ways. I remember, oh, you know what? I'm going to give you a story like this. This is not me. This is not me, right? I remember years ago, this guy was telling me a story where he went to a bank once, right? He handed the teller $800 to deposit into his bank account, right? And the teller handed the guy $800 back. Now, people, are you following what I'm saying to you? I want to see. I'm looking at the comments right now. Are you following what I'm saying to you? The guy goes into the bank. He says, I want to deposit $800. He hands it to the teller. The teller writes his paperwork up, and he hands the person back their $800. So you know what this person did? He left the bank with $800 in his pocket, and when he looked into his bank account, he saw $800 was there. So now, listen. I mean, listen. What was there? What was there for the guy to do? You know what I'm saying? They gave him his money, so that they gave him money back. Just free money, right? So anyway, from what I heard, the teller ended up being fired, and I guess they never ever investigated where the money went. So that guy was $800 luckier. So that's a whole nother story, man. So now, I remember there's this guy. Holy shit, man, this is crazy. They were doing some illegal stuff, and there was a deal being made, and the guy gave the person the product, and he didn't take the money. So what happened? The guy just walked away with the product. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. He didn't pay for it. He just walked away. Oh, so here it goes. I'm just giving the story. Right? Listen. Just follow me. So anyway, these guys come out of a store, right? Basically, they're supposed to meet up. They're supposed to meet up, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Do some business whatsoever, right? So anyhow, guy leaves the store, and they go into some alleyway whatsoever. They're in a rush, whatever. So the guy giving the product, he says, oh, all right, cool. Dap him up, walk away. Boom. Just like that. He didn't even ask for the money. So it was low budget stuff, little cheap stuff, like $40, $50 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? For someone at that time, it's like, that's a big thing. So he ends up walking away with a product and not paying for it. So he didn't bother calling the guy up. He just basically walked away with the money whatsoever and the product. So Bawon does weird stuff like that, right? Now here goes another time. Now this is on a negative. See, there's this guy, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, right? Now this is a pure legit story that I was told. No funny business, right? This guy didn't know what the hell he was doing. He made a prayer to Bawon that Bawon blesses him with X amount of money, right? Come to find out, his parents died and he inherited the money that he asked for. Yeah, so So Bawon is a very funny spirit. If you don't know what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to be good for you, man. It's not going to be good for you, man. So listen, we got another super chat question coming up. Holy smoke, we had a big night tonight. Holy smoke, this is crazy. So listen, I think this is going to be the last question for tonight. This is going to be the last question for tonight. Hold on. Okay, let me see what we have here. Hey, ball call question. If someone tried to work against your client, would you give the client heads up that someone is trying to put work on them and who it is? I'm protected, but I'd still like to know. Of course. If your priority and you're under contract with me, no, of course not. Of course not. I'm not going to basically work on a client. I mean, when it comes to client work with me, I'm going to tell a client like, look, this person out here is trying to do this on you, whatever. Especially I've got a history with the client whatsoever. Listen, that's one thing about me, man. See, this Dume, well, let me put this. What does Dume mean here? Do not underestimate my ethics. You know what I'm saying? When people ask me, what does this Dume symbol on my hand mean? It says, do not underestimate my what is this? Ethics. There you go. Do not underestimate my ethics. So therefore, when it comes to this, that is my response. You know what I'm saying? I put it up in front of the camera. Do not underestimate my ethics. So no, I will not turn around and basically do no King Brujo garbage like that. That's some snake work. We don't do snake work over here. You know what I'm saying? Brucito work. That's what I call him. Start calling him Brucito. We don't do that Brucito Mickey Mouse ass shit over here, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So listen, we had some fun tonight. Man, we did a serious live tonight. But listen, I'm going to have to run. You got to make videos of stories. Listen, let me tell you something. For W, hold on. Yo, for W, you're going to have to check out some of my late night stories. And what I'm going to have to do, it seems like you guys have not even checked out the late night stories. I'm going to actually have to give you guys the late night stories. Actually, if you go in I got a catalog of those late night stories on this channel. On this channel, let me tell you guys, on this channel, if you look in my categories, my video categories, you're gonna see, I think it's horror stories or something like that. And it has all these old late night stories, some vintage, some modern, whatsoever. And it'll give you a whole catalog of stories. But yeah, I definitely got to make you guys some stories, because I know y'all guys is watching those stories on the old channel and stuff like that. But I'll try to make you guys some stories. I'll definitely try to make you guys some stories again. But listen, I thank you guys for tuning in. This live was excellent. I actually enjoyed doing the live, but I'm going to jump on TikTok right now. So if you guys want to catch the encore presentation, y'all can follow me on TikTok, right? I'm going to catch y'all guys in a few. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm out.